Right, hello. I will start the lesson soon. Right, I just need to adjust the location a little bit. Hello. Sorry, we are not do co-hosting or that sort of stuff for this because this is proper learning stuff. So that if you are interested in doing the the gay collaboration or something, it's not the right time for me to do that. So please. Live. I need to go live. I have to check. Click live to watch, and then I need to check the. Yeah. Okay. So this is. Yep. Okay. This is right. I will start the lesson soon. In right, I have to stop the music. Okay. Right, I just want to check that mic. Can you do partial derivative? Sorry, this I think that for some reason the TikTok one, the title of the live was level 3 calculus, wasn't it? But it's actually level 1 NCEA level 1. So that I will partial derivative and that sort of stuff is something I will do that for level 3 calculus. For today, we're gonna work on level 1 math. Okay, so that, sorry about that. I can't really do that. Okay, yeah, I can do the lesson soon, but yeah, I am a college teacher. Yes, I am a college teacher for one public school. Yep. Right. So that I will today I'm gonna do the A2 math, which is that a Cambridge exam or anyway? I can do Cambridge or IB program, but at the moment they are working on NCEA math, so I will focus on NCEA. Okay, but yeah, at some stage I can do Cambridge, but for now I'm trying to focus on NCEA level 1. Okay. Yeah, cricket is hello, are you? Yeah, cricket. Yeah, more like I watch more like baseball. But anyway, yeah, I will start talking about the NCEA level 1, which is year 11 student in New Zealand. Okay. And then what we are doing today is focusing on. Is that a really? Yeah. If I do like this, why the YouTube one is really dark in the bottom? On the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, this will do. Right. And then I can move this one. Sorry. Right. I believe that you guys, yeah, baseball. Yeah, I'm Japanese and then I'm from baseball country. So anyway. Okay, so that I will just yeah. Right. So I will talk about the graph today. That yeah. So what I'm doing is a linear graph in the beginning, and then yeah, I will talk about the lesson plan for today. So what we are doing is NCEA Level 1 math, and then this one is a year 11 in New Zealand. Okay, and then for today we're gonna focus on graph, right? And then the graph is just one. Yeah, graph. There are two types of graph. The first type is linear graph. The second type is a quadratic graph, which we call parabola. Right? Linear graph means if you cover this one, line is a linear means a straight line like this. And the quadratic is a parabola, we call it, like this or like this. Okay, so that we are talking about, we're gonna learn about how it works. Okay, but yeah, sticker unlocked. Thank you. Yeah. So is that okay? Yeah, green characters teacher. Yeah. Right. So we're gonna start this linear graph first, and then quadratic graph second, and then in the end we're gonna mix them up. But so these are the worksheets that I'm using today, the lesson for today. And if you wanna have the this worksheet, this is I made, and then this stuff is I picked up from the copyright free material. But if you want to have this one, if you go to my YouTube channel and then check the comment, there is a link that I shared, so you can for example, you can see the worksheet, and then on the computer, and then you can watch my video on your phone. Okay, so for the first question I'm doing as I mentioned before, linear graph is a straight line. Okay, and then if it's a linear graph, the equation is always y equal. Can you give me the yeah? Oh, thank you, Wyatt. Can you give me Wyatt? Can you give me the equation of the linear graph? Can you? Share the live. Okay. Y equal. Do you know the equation of the linear graph? You can type it, and whichever, if you're typing it in, I can read it from here. Y equal mx plus c. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. So let's say for today, I will stick to y equal mx plus c. Whatever, b or d or anything is all right. But what we are looking at is m called gradient, and then c called y-intercept. Messy writing. But gradient decide the steepness here. Okay, if the gradient, the number fits here, is getting bigger and bigger, the line goes up this way. Okay, and then if the number which fits in m is getting smaller, the line goes like this, and getting smaller, and then when the gradient is 0, the line is totally flat. Okay, hi. Yeah. Then when the gradient is negative, going this way, right? And then I want you to remember that if you are reading graph, you are read a graph from left to right, okay? Always left to right. Then gradient means that how you figure out the gradient as we call rise on run, okay? How many rise, how many run. This is a gradient, okay? Can you teach me the score? Anyway, yeah, okay. So that, is that okay? So and then y-intercept is, we have the graph usually like that. Y-intercept is a where the line cuts the y-axis. Y-axis called this one, and then this one as a cutting the y-axis. This one called y-intercept, which is C. Okay, so y equal mx plus c. I just right. Let's see. Y equal mx plus c. M is a gradient, and then rise on run, and then c is a y-intercept. Right? Okay. So for this one, gradient of this one is 2, and the y-intercept is 1, okay? But there are two approaches to draw a graph of this equation. If you see this one, this is obviously y equal mx plus c. M is 2, c is 1, which means this one showing this is a straight line. And then if you want to convert this equation into the graph, there are two approaches. One is you are finding the coordinate and then plot the dot and then connect the line. What I want to say is this one, when x equals negative 1, 2x plus 1, sorry. Okay, so what is hiding between 2 and x if you see 2x? Thank you, Krish. Right. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Ohio Sensei. Do you have a level 2? Yeah, level 2 tutorial is going to be tomorrow. Kira? Yeah, okay, that's it. So 2x means 2 times by x, okay? 2 times by x plus 1. Then what I'm doing here is this is a table where x equals negative 1. You plug negative 1 here, okay? So 2 times negative 1, it's going to be negative 2. Plus 1 is negative 1, okay? So this is a y value, this is a x value. So if you plug z value instead of x, then you can find the y value from here. So if you plug x instead of 0 instead of x, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, isn't it? Okay? So if you plug 1 in here, 2 times by 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. If you plug 2 here, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, okay? Then if you look the difference here, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, isn't it? If it's a linear graph, the first difference is always the same, okay? This one is good information for later, okay? Anyway, then how you use that table is you just plug that values in. So negative 1 means x is negative 1. y equal negative 1. Then I just mark, this one is not really good grid because this one is 1, but this one is 0.5 for each gap, isn't it? All right, so you got to be careful. So x equal negative 1, y equal negative 1 is when x equal negative 1, y equal negative 1, you plot the dot here, okay? When x equals 0, y equal 1, you plot the dot here. And then when x equal 1, y equals 3, plot the dot here. And then 2, 5, and then 3 and 7, right? And then sometimes you are required to draw a straight line. So if you have the ruler, that would be great because you can draw a straight line accurately like that. Okay. So this one is gonna be the graph for y equal 2x plus 1. Okay. So next, y equals 3x minus 1. As when x equals negative 1, negative 1 times by 3 is negative 3. Take away 1 is negative 4. When x equals 0, 0 times 3 is 0. Take away 1 is negative 1. When x equals 1, 3 times by 1 is 3. Take away 1 is 2. When x equals 3, 3 times 3 is 9. Take away 1 is 8. Okay? Then you plot the dot, x equals negative 1, y equals negative 4, x equals 0, negative 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, and then 3, 8. Isn't it? Then you connect the line here. Oops. Like that. Okay. Yep. Is that okay? Hello, hello. Explain it more simpler than you, my own teacher. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So this one is y equals 3x minus 1, and I want you to see the number on end number here, C here, okay? If you look at this one, so for, oh, sorry, this one is not here. This one, isn't it? So if you look at this one, 1 means y-intercept, which is a cut y-axis, cut CA, the y-axis, right? This one cut the y-axis here, isn't it? This is plus 1. See, this is plus 1. And then this one is, this line cut y-axis at negative 1. So this is negative 1. Okay? This works like that because when x equals 0, this part disappears, isn't it? So y value is 1, which is the position on the y-axis, isn't it? Okay, this is really important. So you just keep keep it in your mind. Okay. Then C is the y-intercept. Yeah. When you we doing level 2 tomorrow? Sorry. Level 2 is tomorrow 6:30, not today. Yeah. Why math is important? Yeah, more like, yeah. It's like, yeah, math is actually important, but we are learning math because it's fun. Sorry, that's my way. It's like, we are not learning stuff because it's important. We are learning math because it's fun. That's all. Okay. Right. Anyway, so what we are doing is we trying to read this one by using set up the table and then plot the dot and then connect a line to draw a line. But the next way is we are looking at this one and we are not using table to draw a line, okay? So for example, I just give you example here. Okay, so example. Y equal 3x plus 1. In another example, as right here, y equal negative 2 over 5 x plus let's say 3. All right, so I will draw a line for this one, and this one. Okay, then as I mentioned before, this one is a gradient. This number decides the steepness, and then this number is a y-intercept, isn't it? Then when you are drawing a graph, usually you are looking at the y-intercept first, because you can see where the y-axis, the line cut y-axis, isn't it? Okay, so let's focus on this one. Y-intercept is 1, which means here is 1, isn't it? Okay, so the line must go through this point. Then we are looking at, so that you are looking at the y-intercept first and then gradient second. And what was gradient? Do you remember what gradient means? The steepness. But how can you figure out the gradient? Do you remember how to find the gradient? That's rise over run, okay? Rise on run. Then we are using this one, but this line, rise on run, means this line is a fraction line, okay? So we need to have fraction to use the systems that I'm explaining now, okay? So I want to have 3 as a fraction. What is 3 in fraction? 3 in fraction is 1 over 3. No, 3 over 1, isn't it? Okay. 3 over 1 goes into 3, so 3. Okay. The 3 means 1 over 3 over 1, which means the gradient is 3 over 1. Then if you look at the gradient was rise over run, wasn't it? Rise by 3, run by 1. Okay, the starting point is a y-intercept here, and then 3 over 1 is a rise on run. Rise by 3, run by 1. Starting from here, rise by 3 is 1, 2, 3 here, and then run by 1 here. Okay, you plot the dot here. So if you have 2 dots, you can draw a line, isn't it? Because you decide the straight line. So you connect the line and then draw a line like that. This one is the line of this equation, okay? Graph of this equation. What about this one? Do you remember how to draw a graph, and then what is it? Which number you are looking at first? For my NCEA, can you help me on how to explain the graph? Explain the graph. Yeah, good. 3. Yeah, that's it. So we are looking at the y-intercept starting from 3, 1, 2, 3. And then second, you are looking at this one. Negative 2 over 5 if you see negative in front, this is always belong to the numerator, okay? So rise by negative 2 means dropped by 2. And then run by 5 is going right by 5, okay? So starting from 3, and then dropped by 1, 2, and then run by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot the dot, and then connect the line. And then this one is gonna be the answer, okay? All right. Yeah, NCEA Level 1. Yeah, so this is a graph, isn't it? How to explain? You're talking about figure? Showing the figure or something like that? Or anyway, right. So if you to draw these two lines, how do you do that? Can you do it in your head? I will drink a water and then give you answers. Right. Okay. So starting from negative 5, which is negative 5 here. Okay. And then this one, if you write this one in fraction, this one is a negative 2 over 1, isn't it? So which means drop by 2, run by 1. Starting from negative 5, dropped by 2, run by 1. You plot the dot here, and then connect the line, okay? Like that. Next, y equal 2 over 3x plus 2. You always start with here, and then 2. So this is a y-intercept, isn't it? And then this one, rise on run. Rise by 2, run by 3. 1, 2. So rise by 2, 1, 2, run by 3. 1, 2, 3. You plot the dot here. Wait, just a moment. 2. So 2 is 1, 2 here. Rise by 3, 2, 1, 2, run by 3. 1, 2, 3 here. This is wrong. Then connect those 2 points here, like this. Okay. This is how you do it. Right. Okay, so the next step. So that now you are probably able to understand how to set up the table. You just plug it in and then figure out the y value. And then you plot the dot and then connect the line. Okay? With line. Okay, so the next one was we are using rise on run and y-intercept to draw a graph. Okay? The next part is this one. We are reading this graph. Okay? Which means we need to figure out the equation of the graph. Okay? All right. So again, what is the equation for the linear graph, straight line graph? Y equal mx plus c, isn't it? Okay. Y equal mx plus c. So as long as you figure out the number which fits here, and then that's the answer. Okay. Then again, y-intercept is the easiest place to figure out, isn't it? This one, okay? For this graph, right, y equal something x, the gradient will fit here, and this is negative 4, isn't it? Okay? Then if you look from here to here, this is 1, right? you look from here to here. To get to from here to here, how many rise and how many run? You just you got to be careful with this one. Is 1, 2, 3. So rise by 4, run by 1, isn't it? So rise on run, which is 4 over 1 means 4, isn't it? So this is y equal 4x minus 4. Okay? So can you tell me the answer for this one? Gradient and intercept. Oh, wow. So quick. 2x. Which one is it? Minus 4 across. Yes. If this one has a 1 each, probably 2x minus 4 was a correct answer. But this one is not really good grade. But anyway, so this one is y equal, so that always start with y-intercept, which is 3 plus 3, okay? And to get from here to here, how many rise, which is negative 1, run by, actually this one is 1, so 1, okay? Rise on run, dropped means negative, okay? Negative 1 over 1 is negative 1, which is y equal negative x plus 3. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Next. This one is y, again, y equals something, x plus something, but this number is here, isn't it? And then this one is actually 0. This time is y coordinate. No. Y intercept is 0. But do you have to write plus 0 here? You don't have to, isn't it? Yeah, good. So this one, we are not mentioning y-intercept because we don't need to mention it. So all you have to do is figure out the gradient. Okay? From here to here, how many rise, which is 1, 2, 3? How many run, which is 1? 3 over 1. So the gradient is, this is 3, isn't it? So 3. Okay? This is how you read the graph. And then if you can understand this one, you can actually do this one, the graph which doesn't have grid on it. You can figure out the graph, isn't it? I mean equation, isn't it? All right. So I will show 2 graphs at once, and then so that you guys can figure out the equation of the graph for both of them, okay? Yeah, okay. So if you are year 12 and then you can't do this, probably this lesson is quite useful as well. Yeah. I will do the lesson for year 12 tomorrow, but yeah, if you can do this, that's good. Is everyone looking in for exam? Yeah, probably the people who are here. Yeah, anyway. So you're homeschooling. It's really, yeah. So the student who are homeschooling is probably this lesson is valuable. Yeah, method. Yeah, okay. So this one is I wouldn't yeah. Right. So y equal mx plus c. Start from c. Okay, because we know y-intercept here, which is this one, isn't it? Okay, even when you are saying the coordinate like that, you can some students say 0, but it's not 0a. The y-intercept is a distance from 0 to here, okay? which is 2. Okay? So that means y equals something x plus 2. Then we are looking at here, the gradient. Gradient was rise on run, wasn't it? So we are always look from left to right, okay? From here to here, to get here, how many rise, which is dropped by 2, so negative 2. And then how many run, which is 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Okay? So rise by negative 2, run by 3. So the answer is negative 2 over 3x plus 2. Okay? Good. It isn't the distance. Yeah, it's a point. Yeah, that's a true. It's a point. Distance is a absolute value, isn't it? But I just wanted to emphasize this one, this two. Okay, there are lots of students saying 0 for here. So that's why I just mentioned it. Yeah, that's true. This is not distance. This is a point. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's go for this one. You can do for the you can do y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1. That's exactly right. Yeah, but you can do that. As what I was doing here is basically the same thing. So this is negative 2, which means this take away y value take away. So let's say y1 take away y0 and y2 x1 take away x2. This is end up negative 3 over 2, which is exactly same as this one. So you can use this one to figure out the gradient. Okay. Yeah, I was using just visually because I trying to stick to rise on run. Good. Yeah, that's useful way as well. Right. Okay, so that let's say this one is what is a y-intercept? Negative 2, isn't it? Okay. So that y equal something x minus 2. This is a starting point, isn't it? Okay. And then you're looking at the rise on run. From here to here, how many rise? From negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1. So the 3 goes up by 3 and then run by 1. So the rise on run, 3 over 1 is 3. So this is a 3. Okay? Is that okay? Right. So this is how you figure out the equation of the graph when you see two coordinates like that. And then I will give you a little bit harder one. So here, but before I start talking about this one, I just want to make sure you guys understand the equation. Okay? Right, so that I hope you guys can solve this equation, but for the student who can't really do this equation, I just explain. So when you are solving equation, your goal is x equal number, okay? Which means we don't want to have x on left side, and we don't have number on right side, okay? Which means I want to have x isolated on left side and the number isolated on right side. Does it make sense? Then when you see this one, okay, let's write something x equal number. So I want to have number on right side and then letter on left side, okay? Which means I want to get rid of 2 from here because this is a number. I want to have number only on right side. So to get rid of plus 2, what do you do? Yes, you are doing take away 2 on both sides. Okay? This value and this value is exactly the same. So whatever you do on one side, you always have to do the same thing on the other side, okay? Then if you take 2 away from both sides, this one cancelled. Okay, then next, this one is you can, I don't want to have 4x here because I want to have only number here. So to get rid of 4x, I do take away 4x on both sides. Okay, then if you are doing take away 4x, you cancel this one. 9x take away 4x as 5x. And then 17 take away 2 is 15. Okay. Yeah. Cannot see the equation on screen. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. I was looking at the YouTube one. So yeah. Can you see now? Yeah, cool. Right. So this one you can take yeah, because this is 5 times x, you can do divided by 5 on both sides, or you can do 5 times 5 times what gives you 15, 3, like that. Okay, so follow the structure. Can you solve this one? Yeah, divided by 5, that's it. Yeah, good. It's actually not the point either. Anyway. Right, so that I will give you an answer for here. Okay. And then, so we want to have only number on right side and then x on left side. So I want to get rid of 4x from this side because this is x. I want to have x only left side isolated. I don't want to have negative 8. How do you get rid of it? You do plus 8, isn't it? You do opposite. Okay, keyword is opposite when you are solving equation. Then this one cancelled, this one cancelled. Okay, so 6x take away 4x is 2x is left side. 7 plus 8 is 15. Then yes, the answer is 2 times what gives you 15, or you do divide by 2 on both sides to cancel this 2. So the answer is 15 over 2, or 7.5 is the answer for this one. Okay, so if you can understand this one, you can solve this question. Okay, the equation for the find the equation for each graph and then find the coordinate of the intersection. Okay, if you are doing guess and check, like, oh, this is about 1, this is about 1, or something like that, you're not gonna get the point. Okay, you need to show the working out, otherwise no point for us to give you exam, isn't it? Is this the offshore paper for level 1? This is the worksheet that I made to teach towards 1.4. Yeah, this is not like it's not like a past paper or anything like that. This is a worksheet. So that this knowledge is super useful for 1.4 external exam. Right. So anyway, let's do this one to figure out. Yeah. And if you go to my YouTube channel and then you go on my live, I shared the link of this worksheet that I made, and you can access to it, and you can learn from it. Anyway, right. Okay, so let's do this one. So find the equation of this one as y equal the y intercept is not actually points, not distance or not the point. It's a y coordinate of this point. Okay, so this is a +2. Okay, and then rise on run from here to here. Rise by -2, run by 2. So rise is -2 over run by 2, which is -1. So this one as y equal -x plus 2. Okay? Then Ramanujan theory, we're not doing that. Yeah, anyway, this one as y equals something x minus 2, isn't it? Okay? Good. Then we are doing from here to here, y value is -2, -2 to 4. So this one is going up by 6, run by 2. So gradient is rise on run, which is 3. Okay? Then, if you want to figure out the coordinate of the intersection, we are solving simultaneous equations. But for this one, when you are dealing with a graph, we usually use substitution method to solve the simultaneous equation. What I'm saying is you connect this equation to this equation. Okay? The key is I recommend you to put bigger x coefficient is left side, smaller one on right side. See, I intentionally wrote this equation, but this is bigger than this one, isn't it? This is bigger than this one. So you better put this equation on left, this equation for right, because this one is bigger than this number. Okay? Then how you solve is you are getting rid of. You need to figure out the value of x. So you need to get rid of x from this side because this is x. I want to have x only on left side. Okay? And then I want to get rid of 2 here because this is number. I don't want to have number on left side. So this one is 4x equal 4. They divide by 4, divided by 4, x equal 1. Okay? Which means this x value must be 1. Okay? And how can you figure out the value of y? To figure out value of y, as you plug this value instead of one of those, okay? Let's plug the x equal 1 to here. Right, y equal 3 times by 1 take away 2, which is 3 take away 2, so y value is also 1. So you can figure out the coordinate of the intersection, 1 and 1. Right? Okay, that's how you do it. And then this one's a little bit easier version of the next question. But so when you need to figure out the coordinate, your coordinate of the intersection, you are finding the each equation and then connect these two equations to solve for x, and then find when you find the x value, you plug it in one of those to figure out y. That's the answer. Okay, so I will show you next question here, and I will give you time. So can you figure out the answer by yourself? I will give you, because this one involved multiple step, so I will give you about 1 or 2 minutes so that you can have time to solve that question. Then I will give you an answer soon. Okay, I just go and have something to eat and then come back. Right. Yeah. So first, you need to figure out the equation for the line, isn't it? This one. This one doesn't have coordinate. No, doesn't have y-intercept. So y equals something x, and then I don't need to write anything here, right? And then starting from here, rise by y value, so rise by 3, run by 9. Okay, rise by 3, run by 9. Rise on run, so rise by 3, run by 9, which is 1 over 3. So the answer is y equal y over 3x. Next, from here to here, it's dropping by 6 and then run by 9. Oh, I forgot to mention that y-intercept, isn't it? Something x plus 6. Okay? Dropped by negative 6 over run by 9. If you simplify it, negative 2 over 3. And this is it, this one, and this is this one. Okay? Then to figure out the coordinate of the intersection, is you are doing the simultaneous equation, which is you are connecting this part and this part. Okay, you put this one on your left because this value is bigger than this value. Okay, so 1 over 3x equal negative 2 over 3x plus 6. Then you move this one on this side, 1 over 3x plus 2 over 3x equals 6. How much is 1/3 plus 2/3? 1, isn't it? So x equals 6 because 1x equals 6. Okay? Then do you remember what to do next? You plug this value in x, isn't it? Okay? So if you plug 6 instead of x here, y equal 1/3 times by 6, which is, you can use a calculator for it, but if you can do it, that would be great. This is 2. Okay, so the answer is x and y coordinate of the intersection is x equals 6. Oh, x equals 6, y equal 2. Okay, next, yeah, so that this one, right, yeah, so Next, this one is this one and this one is a parallel line, and this is a coordinate of this one, this point and this point, right? And we need to figure out the so find the equation of AB, not AB and L. Okay. Then we are not. Yeah, there's a little bit high level I'm talking about, but we are not supposed to find the range or anything like that. Okay. For here, we just figure out the coordinate, no, equation of this line and the equation of this line. Okay. If there is no information about this line, this is impossible to solve. Okay, not enough information. But because we've got this line, we've got enough information. Okay, so when you say parallel, parallel means like this or like this, isn't it? Okay, which means those two lines got exactly the same steepness, and the steepness is a gradient, isn't it? Okay, so that means those two lines got exactly the same m value, y equal mx plus c. This is a gradient which shows steepness. So this one and then this one's got exactly the same gradient. Okay, right. So how you figure out the answer for the equation of this one is you need to figure out the equation of this one. Then you figure once you figure out the equation of this one, that means you've already got the gradient of this one, because gradient of this one and this one is the same. Then you know the y-intercept here, so you can find the answer. Okay, so let's say this one, y equals something x plus 6, isn't it? Okay, right. Let's try to figure out the equation of this line. Okay, right. So let's say, so yeah, we don't have y-intercept here, isn't it? Okay, in this case, you're trying to figure out, yeah, there are several ways to figure out, but in this case, we're trying to figure out the gradient first. So if you find the gradient, you are feeling y equals something x plus something, this part, isn't it? Okay. From here to here, to get here, we are looking at rise dropped by y value -2, 4. So from 4 to -2, which is dropped by 6, and then run by how many? From -3 to 6, 9. Okay, rise over run, which is -2 over 3, isn't it? Divided by 3, divided by 3. So we know the gradient is -2 over 3. Okay, then we need to figure out the y-intercept. How you do is there are several ways, but I will show you one of the simplest way of doing it. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is not 6, 7, 9. Yeah, anyway, yeah, you plug this value in here. Okay, 4 is y value, equal -2 over 3 times by -3 is our x value. Okay, plus c. Negative turns into positive, and then 2/3 times by 3, this one cancelled, so this one is a 2, right? And then 2 times what gives you 4? Yes, c is 2, isn't it? So the equation for this line is y equal -2/3 x plus 2. Okay. And then, of course, the gradient of this one and the gradient of this one is exactly the same. So you copy this down to here. Then you've got the equation for this line and the equation for this line. Okay. Okay. What does it mean? No, it's negative c. What does it mean? Yeah, plug 4 for y. Yeah, that's it. Good. Negative 3 for x. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Then I just want to cover these questions. This one is the quite a few of my students got stuck with this one because when we don't have y-intercept, how can you figure out the graph of this equation of this graph? So I just want to give you some practice, but I don't think we need to do 6 of those. So let's work on those 2 and then carry on going because we spent already 1 hour. Okay. Right, so for this one, again, y equals something, x plus something, right? Then if you follow that structure that we used here, as we are looking at the gradient, which is rise on run. From here to here, rise is we are looking at y value, isn't it? Going up by 6, run by from negative 3 to 3, so 6, which means 6 over 6 is a gradient, so the 1 is a gradient. So I'm not writing 1 here because it's redundant. Okay, then plus c, and then we are plugging one of the value here. Which value is good? Whichever. So let's say this one, 3, 8. 8 is a y value, 3 is a x value. Okay, 3 plus 1 gives you 8, 5, isn't it? Okay, so the answer is y equal x plus 5. Okay, I just give you the time so that you can figure out the equation of this one. Okay, this is 1, 13, 3, 19. Okay, I will give you time so that please work on this question. Figure out the equation of the graph. Okay. Then what did I want to say is, if you want to have the worksheet of this one, what I'm using, please go to my YouTube channel, and then I'm doing the live at the moment on YouTube channel as well. And there is a comment. I just shared the link in the comment of my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel, if you go to my profile, I share the link of my YouTube channel. Then please visit my live and then check the link so that you can get the link for the what is it? A worksheet. Okay. Right. Okay. I will give you the answer for this one. Right. So this one, let's say rise on run. Rise means y value, isn't it? Going up sky y. Okay. 13 to 19 is going up by 6, and then run by 1 to 3, so 2. Okay. You got to be careful. This is not scaled, obviously, so you can't really guess. So going up by 6, positive 6, and then run by 2, which is 3. So y equal 3x plus c. Then I prefer putting the simpler number here. 1 is simplest, isn't it? 0, possibly 0, but anyway. So if you plug 1 instead of x, 13 instead of y, it's going to be 13 equals 3 times by 1, which is 3 plus c, isn't it? Which is 3 plus what gives you 13? 10, right? So y equals 3x plus 10 is the answer. Okay. Shall we do negative number as well? Probably negative as well. Shall we? Up by 2, cross by 1. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Shall we do this one? Our exams or NCEA PDF archive. What do you mean? What's the best website? Yeah. Level 1 past paper. Level 1 past paper. There is only one level 1 past paper. So that if you go to the NZQA website, you can actually see the past paper, and then I will do walkthrough the 2024 past paper next week. Okay, so if you can download it or print it out and then try to work on, and if you can't really figure out, wait for my walkthrough live session happening next week. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's do this one. So the new NCEA Level 1 curriculum started last year. So we've got only one past exam aside from pilot exam. And then all the teachers are working hard to figure out what kind of question it's gonna be. And then my solution for this situation is trying to stick to one area, really deep level, and then figure out, then connect the other, and then trying to complete the other area. And then, anyway, let's do it. So this one from here to here dropped by 5 to negative 25. So 30 dropped by 30, run by negative 1 to 9. So the negative 10. No, positive 10, sorry. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I can't read your name, but you're finding the right answer so quickly. Yeah. Anyway, so negative 30 over 10 is a gradient, which is negative 3. So y equal negative 3x plus c. Okay. Then you plug the value. This one's simpler, so I will plug negative 1 and 5 instead of x and y. So if you plug negative 1 here, negative 1 times by negative 3 is 3. And then y is 5 plus c. So 3 plus what gives you 5 is 2, isn't it? Okay. So y equal negative 3x plus 2. This is the equation for the line. Okay. I think that's about it for the linear graph. Then what we are working on quadratic graph from now. Okay. And then I just trying to cover the what do you call it? Easiest, not easiest, but the basic area of the quadratic graph. Okay. So for the student who attended the session at school today, you'd probably be better join the live from now. Okay, I couldn't understand that it's 40 years ago. Can't understand it now. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I hope my students are showing up from now. Okay. I may have to show it on Google Classroom. But anyway, yeah, let's stick to it. Right. Okay. So when we are, yeah, for quadratic, ooh, I need to drink water. Right. Okay. So the quadratic equation shows that this kind of graph. This is called parabola. And then there are three type of equations for this parabola graph. Okay. I named vertex form is the first form, and the factorized form this is a second form, and then ordinary form as ordinary quadratic equation. As there are three types of the equation here. Okay, the first type is y equal a bracket x minus b squared plus c. Okay. Factorized form is y equal a bracket x minus b x minus c. And then last one is y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so we are using these three types of equations. It depends on what kind of graph you are dealing with. Okay, so I deliberately used A, B, C because so you can easily remember. This one is the easiest to remember, isn't it? X squared and the x and the non-x constant here. A, B, C. X squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Factorized form is a bracket x minus b bracket x minus c. This is a factorized form because it's a factorized a. Bracket xx. Okay. The last one is y equal a bracket x minus b squared plus c. This one is a possibly most complicated to remember. But anyway, when if you look at a is always in the beginning, isn't it, of the equation? Then I just want to say when a value is positive, the graph looks like positive face, right? Okay, so the graph looks like this way. Okay, then when a is a negative, the graph like this, negative face. Okay, so a is really important so that you can figure out, oh, this is a negative graph, this is a positive graph. You can figure it out. Then the vertex form is important because this one, sorry, I'm getting tired because I did quite a few lessons today at school, and I'm doing live streaming. So anyway, yeah, okay. So vertex form is useful when you know the coordinate of vertex. Vertex means a peak, okay, which is a turning point. Here, 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 here. Vertex for a vertex is here. Okay, so only this one, isn't it, as a clear to have the vertex, but vertex coordinate is this one, 2, and 3. Okay, so This is useful when you can see the coordinate of the vertex, okay? And then this is useful when you can see the coordinate of x-intercept here and here, okay? And then this one is we are using this one when you are reading the, trying to figure out the equation from this kind of table, okay? Then this one is gonna be the last one for the session, right? Let's say this one. We can't figure out the coordinate of the graph here, and I mean vertex here, but we can figure out this point and this point, okay? X coordinate this one of this one is 1, y coordinate or x coordinate of this one is -2, okay? Then I will show you how to use this factorized form. This one is y equal a bracket x minus b, x minus c. So this a, we are not too sure about the a yet, but b and c is a value of these x-intercept here, okay? So you plug -2 instead of b, 1 is instead of c, okay? If you write this one, y equal a bracket x minus -2 bracket x minus 1, okay? Then 2 negatives turns into positive, okay? Then how can you figure out value a? Value a, there is another clue. For example, if you look at here, I need to see properly. Yeah, this one is a y-intercept, which is -2, which means the coordinate is x equals 0, y equals -2, isn't it? Right? Then if you plug this value in here, this value in here, -2 equal a bracket 2 bracket -1, because this is going to be 0, so it disappears here. And then a times 2 times -1 is going to be, the right side is 2 times -1 is -2 times by a is -2a. So in this case, a should be 1, isn't it? Am I going too fast? No more than tomato. Right, okay. Yeah. So if you plug value a here, that's the answer. So y equal x plus 2, x minus 1 is a equation for this graph. Okay? So would you like to figure out the equation of this graph? Oh yeah. Wow, viewer has gone down quickly. Right. All right, anyway, yeah, let's say this one is negative, is that a -5 or -3? -5, yeah. Yep. So this is a -5 and 2. If you use this one, y equal a bracket x minus -5, x minus 2. Okay, double negative so turns into positive. And if you plug this one value in, y equal -20, x equals 0, 0, so 5 times by -2, -10, a is 2, isn't it? 2 times -10 is -20, so 2. So the answer is y equal to bracket x plus 5, x minus 2. Okay. Right. Okay, next. Do you know how to figure out the graph equation of this graph? It's the same. Y equal a bracket x minus 1 bracket x minus 3. Then this one is plus, right? And then if you plug this one in here, you can figure out the a value a. So negative 9 equal a bracket. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So negative 3a is negative 9. So a is 3, isn't it? Then if you plug that value in here, that's it. Ooh. Getting tired, eh? Good. Right, I just want to show you this one. It's not clear, so I just write this one. This is a 1, 2, 3, 3 here, and this is a 1, and then this is 1, 2, 3, negative 3. So I just leave this one here. I just quickly go and eat something and then come back. So can you figure out the equation of those two? I just quickly go and then get drink and eat and then come back. Okay? Okay, right, okay, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, good. Right, okay. Yeah. Right, okay, so I will show you the answer now. I'm sort of refreshed. Okay, so this one. So this one is factorized form. Again, y equal, did someone figure out the answer? Oh, not really. Okay, so a bracket x minus 1 minus 1 x minus 3. And then this one is going to be positive. And then you plug this value in here. When y equals 6, x equals 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 minus 3 is negative 3, so negative 3a. Negative 3a times by what gives you 6? Negative 2, isn't it? Okay, so the answer is y equal negative 2 bracket x plus 1 x minus 3. For this one, it's the same. Y equal a bracket x minus 1 x minus 3. And then this one is 0 and negative 3. So you plug this value in here, negative 3 equal negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3a. So a is negative 1. Y equal negative bracket x minus 1, x minus 3. Okay? Then this one. This one is a vertex form. This is something I have to teach. Right. So this one is the value of x and y for the vertex will be b and c. Okay, I will show you. So the equation of this graph is y equal a bracket x minus 2 squared plus 3. Okay, this is this one, this is this one. Okay, Then you plug that value here, x and 0, x0, y7. So 7 equal a minus 2 squared plus 3, okay? Minus 2 squared is 4, isn't it? So 7 equal 4a plus 3. Then to solve this one, it's a little bit, is it, yeah, 4 times something plus 3 is 7. You can find this one in this way, a is 1. Because 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7, okay? Then y equal x, you plug 1 in here, but you don't need to write 1 here, isn't it? So x minus 2 to the power of 2 plus 3, okay? Does it make sense? Is that okay? Yeah, this one is a level 1, yeah. This is a level 1. And then tomorrow, level 2 calculus. Anyway, yeah. So, if you look at this one, which 3 graph is a function of this one? Oh, this is a hard one, isn't it? A, B, C. But I can figure out straight away. But do you think you can find the answer? Can you help me understanding finding the signed area under the quadratic? Yeah, help me understand finding the signed area under quadratic. So is that the level 3 integration or what kind of? I'm not too sure. Oh, Hunter, thank you. Hunter gave me a gift. Thank you. Anyway, so this one, the answer should be this one. Do you know why? Because if you see this one, y-intercept is the value of y when x equals 0, isn't it? So if you plug 0 here and here, negative 2 is left behind. So that when x equals 0, y must be negative 2. Then if you see this one, only this one is the negative 2 for the y-intercept, isn't it? So this graph must be this one. Right. Okay. Yeah, intercept as negative 2. That's it. That's the way. Right. Okay. So for this one, so that, this one as a vertex form because we know the coordinate of the vertex, right? And then what we do is y equal a bracket x minus 3 squared plus 5. You don't get these forms, the equation in the formula sheet. So you need to remember, unfortunately, for this stuff. Okay, this one you don't need to remember because it's in order. But these two you got to remember. Okay. So in this case, when x equal, if you put this one here, and then to figure out a, you plug this value in here. X equals 0, so you plug x equals 0 here, and then y equal negative 23. 23 equal a bracket negative 3 times negative 3, which is 9, isn't it? Plus 5, okay? In this case, 23 equal 9a plus 5. Then in this case, you have to solve this one for AA. It's like a equation. If you take 5 away from both sides, you can make 9a isolated on this side, and then 18 isolated this side. Then 9 times what gives you 18? 2, isn't it? So a is 2. So the answer is y equal a bracket x minus 3 to the power of 2 plus 5. If you figure out a and then this part, you always have to, oh, sorry, this is 2. You always have to write the equation properly because your goal for this question is finding the equation of the graph, okay? Please mention the graph, okay? How to factorize quadratic when coefficient greater than 1. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, what's the difference between horizontal dilation and vertical dilation? What is the difference? Sorry, Cracker, can you explain a little bit more detail so that I can answer your question? But in the meantime, I will keep going, okay? So this one is you use vertex form, which is y equal a bracket x minus 3 squared plus 5. And then you plug this value, y equal negative 4 equal a bracket 0 minus 3 to the power of 2 plus 5. Then minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. So negative 4 equal 9a plus 5. And then if you solve this one for a, negative 9 equal 9a, a is negative 1. Then remember this is a negative shape, isn't it? So y equal negative x minus 3 to the power of 2 plus 5 is the equation. Like a difference between how they change. Yeah, okay. So that you want to figure, you want to know, like this kind of stuff. If a is positive, shape is like this, shape is like this. Or when B is changing, you move that one there or something, isn't it? Is it what you want to know? But anyway, yeah, right. So I will share the information after this session, Q&A time, okay? And hopefully I can show you efficiently. But at the moment, I'm trying to stick to how to find the equation for this one, okay? So this one is we are using vertex form, and this time I'm not showing the formula so that you can figure out by yourself or you can remember by yourself. Y equal a bracket x minus this one minus 3, so plus 3 to the power of 2 plus c is 5, okay? Then you plug this value x equals 0, y equal negative 13. Negative 13 equal 0 plus 3 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 9a plus 5. Then take away 5 on both sides. So negative 18 equal 9a. A is negative 2. So y equal negative 2x plus 3 to the power of 2 plus 5. This is the answer for this one. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is I think this is from past old NCEA exam paper here. Okay. So it passes through x-axis 3 and 11. Right. We need to figure out the graph of this equation of this graph, okay? Then this one is actually, you can use both this one or this one, because we know the vertex coordinate here, or we know the x intercept. So which means, right, let's say, shall we use whichever, shall we use factorized form, because we know this one and this one. Y equal a bracket x minus 3 x minus 11, because this is b, this is c. Okay, then we used to have, if you go to this one, for this pattern we had this y intercept, isn't it, here, but for here we don't have y intercept, but we've got the vertex coordinate instead of it. So all you have to do is plug this value in here and figure out the answer, solve for a. So y is 4, and then a bracket 7, right? 7 take away 3 bracket 7 take away 11. Okay, then 4 equal a times by 7 take away 3 is 4, 7 take away 11 is times by negative 4. Okay, you can cancel 4 here from here, but I just write like this. Okay, to figure out a, you need to divide by negative 16 on both sides, isn't it? So negative 16 over 4 equal a, divided by negative 16 divided by negative 16, like that. Okay, so a is negative 1/4. Okay, then you plug that value in here. Y equal negative 1/4 x minus 3 x minus 11. Okay, so you can use vertex form using y equal a bracket x minus 7 squared plus 4, and then you plug one of the value. This is how you do it as well, 3 and 0. So you plug 0 here and then 3 here, a bracket 3 minus 7 to the power of 2 plus 4, and then this is negative 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So 16a plus 4 equals 0. And if you solve for a, you get the same answer here, right? And then you plug this value in here. So you can take both y, whichever you want, you can do it. Right. So yeah. Right. So it's getting longer, but I just want to show you this one, because this is a skill that passed the exam last year. We saw this one in the exam. Okay, so I just want to teach you this one. So if you want to find the equation of this one, when you are dealing with a table, you need to see the first difference. Okay, as I mentioned in the beginning of this lesson, if the first difference is exactly the same number all the time, that means it's a linear graph, which is straight line. But if the first difference is 9, right? 10 plus 9 is 19, and then 19 plus 15 is 34, and then 15 plus 34 plus 21 is 55. Okay, first difference is different, but the second difference, in this case, second difference is 6. Second difference is 6. Second difference is 6. When the second difference is the same, that means quadratic equation. In this case, quadratic form graph. In this case, you are using this one, a squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Then what you are doing is the number in front of x squared is a half of this number. Okay. That half actually came from this 2. Okay, you need to divide this number by 2 here. Okay, so so y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Then a is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So now we know y equals 3x squared and plus something x plus something. Then c is a y-intercept. Y-intercept is a y value when x equals 0, isn't it? So y-intercept is a that value when x equals 0. Then if you are following the pattern, the first difference must be -3, isn't it? Is that okay? Because it's going up by negative, so going up by 6, 6, 6. That means first difference is dropped by 6, dropped by 6, dropped by 6, dropped by 6, which is -3. Then you got to think of this one. This number plus -3 is 7. What's the number here? 10, isn't it? 10 take away 3 is 7. Okay? This number is gonna be C. So 10 is a value of C here. Okay? Then to figure out B, how you do it is you plug the value, the coordinate of 1 and 7. I strongly recommend to plug this value. Okay, you can figure out B by plugging in other stuff aside from this pair, other stuff. But the bigger number is more complicated. 1 is the simplest, isn't it? So for this one, y equals 3x squared plus bx plus 10. We know a and c. You plug 1 and 7 here. X equal 1, y equal 7. So 7 equal 1 times 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 times b is b plus 10. Okay? Which means 7 equal 13 plus b. The b is 13 plus what gives you 17, which is -6, isn't it? So b equal -6. So the answer is y equals 3x squared minus 6x plus 10. Okay? Right, I will give you more practice of this one. Right, so let's try to figure out the equation of this graph, okay? So if you are dealing with graph, your equation is y equals x squared plus bx plus c, okay? Then what you have to do is you look at first difference and then second difference. So first difference is 4, 8, 12, 16, isn't it? Second difference is 4, 8, so this is 4, 4, 4. Then, so a value is divided by 2. So a is 2, okay? Then c value is y value when x equals 0. Then we see the pattern, all right? So this is add 4, add 4, add 4, which means take away 4, take away 4, take away 4. If you look at the difference, first difference here must be 0, isn't it? because 0 plus 4 is 4, right? Which means the value y here is 0. Okay? Is that okay? Which means c value is 0, so we don't need to write c. So y equal 2x to the power of 2 plus bx. Then we need to figure out value of b by plugging in these two values, 1 and 0. Okay? So y equals 0 equal x equal 1. 1 times 1 times 2 is 2. Plus 1 times b is b. Okay? So 2 plus b is 0, which is b equal negative 2, isn't it? Okay? So the answer for this one is y equal 2x squared minus 2x, and then c is 0, so this is the answer. Okay? Okay. Right. So wanted to do these three questions, but we've got some more question in the back, so that I want to do this one first. This one, this one. This one's already done twice, so that, yeah. But anyway, I will do this one and this one and this one. Okay. So this one is an object is thrown from the initial height is 60, and then yeah. So this parabola is often used to analyze the home run ball. The people who the baseball player hits the ball and then it gets home run. The equation the graph tends to be like this parabola. So yeah, okay. Anyway, the object thrown from the initial height of 60 meters, and then after 2 seconds, the object reaches the maximum height, which is 80. And then going back here. Okay, so we need to figure out the equation of this graph. Then what form are you using? Vertex form or factorized form or ordinary y equal x squared plus bx plus c? You are using y, the vertex form, isn't it? Which is y equal a x minus b squared plus c. And then you plug this value in here, this value in here, and then you use this value to figure out the answer. So 80 equal a bracket 2 minus b to the power of 2 plus, oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm getting tired. Sorry. So a value, the b value is 2, c value is 80. So y equal a bracket x minus b to the power of 2 plus 80. Okay? And then you plug this value, x equals 0, y equals 60. Y equals 60 equal 0 minus 2 to the power of 2 is 4a plus 80. Then take away 80 from both sides. 4a equal negative 20. 4 times what gives you negative 20? A is negative 5. So the answer is y equal negative 5. X minus 2 to the power of 2 plus 80. Next, sequence as shown in the table, and then find the equation of the graph. You do first difference is this one as 11, second difference as 13, third difference as 15, fourth difference as 17. So the second difference is 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, that's easy, isn't it? Because a is 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Okay. Then next one, we dropped 2 from here, So this one is 9. So when x equals 0, y equal this take away 9, so 15. Okay. So c value is 15. Then y equal what is it? Ax squared. So x squared plus bx plus 15. Then you plug this two value here. 24 equal 1 plus b plus 15. And then this one is a 16. So 16 plus what gives you 24 is 8. So b is 8. So the answer is y equal x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay. Oh man, getting tired. And then, yeah. Right. Okay. This last question is this one. I feel like this one is gonna be in the exam this year, so that I just want to take time to explain this one, and then the lesson for today is gonna be finished. But I will do Q&A, of course. But this one is a equation for the parabola in the linear graph here, and we need to figure out the coordinate of P here, intersection. Okay. So in the beginning of this session, we were working on this one. We trying to figure out the coordinate of the intersection here by solving simultaneous equation. This graph and this graph equation is this one. To figure out the x value, you connect this one, and then solve for x, and then figure it out y. Basically, we are doing the same thing. Okay, so what you have to do is figuring out the graph, the equation of the graph, this one and this one individually. Okay, right. Shall we start from the straight line? What is the equation of the straight line, linear graph? Y equal to mx plus c, isn't it? So m is rise on run, c is y-intercept, so y equal something x plus 8. And then what is the what is it? What is the gradient? Gradient is a rise on run. So from here to here, how many rise? Dropped by 8. How many run? Run by 4. So rise on run, which is -2, isn't it? So y equal -2x plus 8 is equation for this linear graph, okay? Then to figure out the equation of this graph, you are using which form? You know the vertex A, so that we are using vertex form. So y equal a bracket x minus b squared plus c, okay? Then 1 is b, 10 is c. So y equal a bracket x minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 10. Then to figure out a, you plug this value in. So 8 is y, 0 is x. So a bracket 0 minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 10. This one is 1, isn't it? -1 times -1 is +1. So 8 is a plus 10. What is a? -2, isn't it? Right? So the graph of this equation for this graph is y equal -2 bracket x minus, what happened? -1 to the power of 2 plus 10. Yeah, is that okay? Then what we have to do is we need to figure out the value of the coordinate of this one, which means we are using simultaneous equation, which is basically doing exactly the same thing as this one. We connected this one and this one, wasn't it? We do the same, but I just recommend you to put this one left side, this one right side, okay? Negative 2 bracket x minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 10 is negative 2x plus 8, okay? So if you unbracket this one, oh yeah, then can you see this one? You can divide by 2 all of them, this one and this one and this one. If you divide by 2, you get like this, isn't it? Divide by 2 and then divide by 2. Then if you swap the sign, I don't want to have negative here, so I just times by negative to cancel negative. But I have to change all of the number from the opposite to the opposite sign, okay? Then I just unbracket this one, expand this one. X minus 1 to the power of 2 as x squared minus 2x plus 1. If you want to do FOIL, you can do that. You know, this means this, so this times this times this, and that sort of stuff, okay? So this one is here, x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 5 equal x minus 4. Then whenever you are solving quadratic equation, you always want to have 0 on left side, on right side, okay? So you take x or y from both sides to make it 0, and then adding 4 on both sides to make it 0 here, okay? So x, this one take away 5 plus 4 is 0, isn't it? This one makes 0, then x squared minus 3x equals 0. So if you factorize this equation, you get x equals 0 and then x equals 3, okay? And then if you plug 3, so this x means this 0 means this 0. So we've already know this one. So this 3 shows the x coordinate of this, okay? So all you have to do is you plug 3 in one of those equations, and then obviously this one is simpler, so you plug 3 in here. Y equal negative 2 times by 3 plus 8, okay? Which means negative 6 plus 8, which is 2. So this is a 2. Oh man, that was a long lesson. I think I should make it shorter, isn't it? I should have done linear equation first, linear graph first, and then quadratic graph second or something. But anyway, this is, yeah, who's doing level 2 calc? Yeah, I'm doing level 2 calc tomorrow, but it's not like a walkthrough. I'm doing the what do I say? It's not walkthrough. I'm just doing the question for level 2 calc tomorrow. That's all. Right. Okay. So that yeah, who was it? Whose name is Cracker? Are you still there? Am I showing you the perspective of ABC? Or if Cracker is not here, yeah, okay, you're there. Right, so I will show you how it works, okay? So, right, so I will, yeah, okay. I just use this most, Right. Oops. Yeah. All right. Just a moment. I will use this mouse calculator, and then I move this one here. Right. Y equal ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c. Okay. All right. I will move. Sorry. Okay. Just a moment. It's a little bit tricky to move my phones. Right. So that I will. Can you see this one? Yeah. Right. And then I just make. Oops. Yeah. Ooh, just a moment. I just want to put this one here. And then put this one. I just take the phone cover off. Yeah, so that I can show this one at the same time. Oops. Don't. Alright, I came back. And this one. Which one is that? Oh. Yep, okay, yeah. So, just a moment. I just. Sorry, what's that? Yeah, I have to neglect the YouTube one. I just cut the YouTube and I will focus on the TikTok. Right. Okay. I just finish that live here. Okay.